Minecraft's definition is that it's a game about breaking and placing blocks. 10 years later, that hasn't changed. Today, May 17th, 2019, is Minecraft's 10-year anniversary. It's a huge day in history, so let's take a trip back to the last 10 years and see how this beloved blocky game has evolved over time. So at the very beginning, 10 years ago today, Minecraft looked a little something like this. A browser game. Minecraft was originally a browser game on TIG's source forums for people to play on the browser at the time. All the bugs, green grass, and whopping 32 blocks to choose from. A much simpler game that grew into what we know today. A little while ago, Minecraft themselves actually reopened this version to the public to play at classic.minecraft.net, so you can jump on there if you ever want to play. So after the whole browser era, Minecraft gone through other phases of the game. It went through classic Minecraft, InDev, InfDev, Alpha, Beta, and eventually into a full release for PC. It also opened up for Mobile Edition, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PlayStation Vita, Wii U, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo 3DS. And also in years after full release for PC, it also went through 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 the Pretty Scary update, 1.5 the Redstone update, 1.6 the Horse update, 1.7 the update that changed the world, 1.8 the Bountiful update, 1.9 the Combat update, 1.10 the Frostburn update, 1.11 the Exploration update, 1.12 the World of Color update, 1.13 Update Aquatic, and 1.14 Village and Pillage. And also over time with the ever-evolving game, it racked in a lot of sales. It sold over 150 million copies and is the most bought game, only second to Tetris. Minecraft has gone through waves of popularity over the years. In 2011, 2012, and 2013, Minecraft grew to be exponentially large on a scale that it's hard to even comprehend. If you were on YouTube at the time, every day you would see at least 5 to 6 or 7 videos of Minecraft just on the front page, because that's just how much people knew it. Minecraft was an epidemic at the time, and everyone loved this game because it was the new thing, and everyone enjoyed it because it had something for everybody. Minecraft just has that creativity. Later on, though, Minecraft started to die down and became just a regular game, just like a lot of the other games that we have today. In 2017 and 2018, Minecraft lost its spot of popularity to Fortnite and the whole Battle Royale kind of concept. The whole sandbox era was deemed over at the time, and all Battle Royale reigned supreme on YouTube and in modern media all over the world. But come 2019, that all came back. Nostalgia tripped in, and at the snap of your fingers, Minecraft was back on top, with people like Call Me Carson and a whole bunch of other YouTubers just playing it from nostalgia and having a lot of fun in the process. Minecraft is probably booming better than ever at the time and it is exciting to see what they're doing with the game and how many people are taking it just to have a good old time, because when you're tired of killing people with ARs in Fortnite, Minecraft always got your back and you got your stone pickaxe by your side. Minecraft being the creative game that it has also had a lot of maps and content come out of it. Like with maps like Herobrine's Mansion, Temple of Notch, Diversity, all these other, and there's a whole bunch more of great nostalgic maps that just drive the game to what can be created today. With modern stuff being more like Diversity 3, the third sequel to the original Diversity. There's also stuff like Missile Wars by SethBling. There's the whole Hypixel network, which have brought Minecraft into their own realm and completely expanded it in different ways and lengths that it's hard to understand in some cases because of just how unreal it is at all. With their entire team of developers working at endless hours on how to keep progressing this game to make it better to what they're limited to in the game. Keeping up with servers and whatever stuff like Mineplex, CubeCraft, and there's all the modded servers that you have out there. There's so much content to create out of this game that it's endless. You cannot stop creating stuff. There's always going to be something to do, and you just have to be creative enough to do it. Minecraft and social media has also had a great impact on how the game got played, how the game was perceived. With like YouTubers of then being like Scott is Minecraft, Captain Sparkles, Eloslab, and Mumbo Jumbo just starting out, they did like simple Let's Plays or whatever, just to like start playing the game and have like see where they can take it. With Mumbo Jumbo making like tutorials, Scott is Minecraft and Captain Sparkles making small Let's Plays, Eloslab with his Let's Play of his own, which is still going strong today, 500 episodes later, props to him. They've all had such an influence on this game that brings in a real amount of like attention and fun just see other people play this game if you can't afford it yourself. They've grown communities of their own, and they've like reached miles of and made millions of people smile every day with just the content they've managed to produce and put so much effort into. As Minecraft went down a bit with trends or whatever, Fortnite kicked up and that whole spiel went out, and like people started getting a little bit sick of Minecraft on YouTube, which tends to happen with trends. But again, 2019 comes back, and boy, Minecraft is back with a burning passion. Call Me Carson starts his SMP live series and posts highlights of it to YouTube, and with that, the memes and nostalgia that come back, everyone floods back to this game as if a dam just broke. People are playing this game because they want to have fun when Battle Royale can't suit them. And more modern creators like Technoblade, 30virus, Shovel, Calvin, TapL. There are so many more creators nowadays that have different ways of perceiving this game. Whether you play it for competitiveness, like PvP or whatever, whether you play it for roleplay, whether you play it for intuitive stuff, whether you play for analysis or breaking the game, like Ant Venom, there's always going to be stuff to do, and there's so much effort to be put in for these videos that make other people smile. On to myself though. I've been playing this game since August of 2012, and I've tacked 7 years into this game, or nearly 7 years of just playing it over. And I cannot be more thankful for what this game has done for me. I learned about this game by my friend who had it on an Xbox 360, and it was at his birthday party where he showed me this game in his basement on his old CRT TV, and I fell in love. I remember starting like placing ladders and hoping they were minecart rails because I thought that was the best thing in this world. And after a month straight of begging my mom for, hey, can I buy this game, can I buy this game, can I buy this game, she eventually broke, and I eventually got Minecraft under the name TrevorCraft71. That's the name I've stuck with, and that's the name I'll be sticking to for any account name that I need for the rest of the time. It's my Twitter, it's my Instagram. TrevorCraft71 holds through and will be my being on the internet for as long as I remember. Time had gone on, and I eventually grew an interest in architecture and competitive gameplay through games like Quakecraft and Blitz survival games on Hypixel, and my whole my whole thinking about life has been completely altered because of Minecraft. And there's nothing that I can't think of that has been like, hey, has Minecraft like done something for me to help me through this? Yes, it has. As funny as that is, it has happened. It's something like these things have merged into me because of this game, and it's one of the best things I've ever seen. I think one of my favorite memories, dubbed hashtag Minecraft Memories by Mojang, has been with some of the friends I played during this game. Back with my friends on Adventure Live by Hypixel, I remember beating Herobrine's Return back in however many years ago once, because the server kept crashing, and I remember sitting in that end lobby for hours, maybe at least like an hour or something, just being completely content with like, hey, I finally beat this game, let's go. and I'm still in the mood with that, and I cannot believe that was the only time I was able to play that map and actually beat it. I'm completely content. That was that's the best map that I've ever played. Hypixel, I know you're planning or hoping to see if you can put out Herobrine's Origins or whatever, which the third concept for that. But if you ever get around to it, let me know. I want to test it, and I'll be completely game to record it if you want. So, besides the point, Like the other like very new from memory was something that happened like actually fairly recently. I would participated in Minecraft Pro Hostings, the biggest hosting company for like game servers, whatever. Like just like between Minecraft and all these other games like CS:GO and whatnot. They had a Minecraft building competition over the winter, and the theme was winter. I spent 50 hours making like a whole Christmas wintry theme, and I won the competition. And I won an Xbox One S, and I cannot think that I could never imagine that I would win a competition over my skill of building that I've acquired over the seven years of playing this game. These memories will sit with me for the rest of my days, and I cannot not thank Minecraft enough for that. But one last little thing before ending this video. I really want to make a proper thank you to Mojang for when Notch posted this game a decade ago to where they've taken. I'm glad to say that all my time with this game, probably well over 5,000 hours. Like, this has to be my favorite game of all time, and it will always be my favorite game. So much work and passion was put in by them, and the amount of people, the community, and the whole scene of the game between everyone who plays it, it's unreal, and it is wonderful. I really, really need to thank them. Maybe if they're watching, Mojang, not sure who would, like, what kind of reps would be watching this video on the 17th, but thank you for making this game, and it's good. I can almost guarantee that this will be the game for the next 100 years that everyone's going to be playing and talking about. Hands down. Thank you for watching. This has been Trevor, and I'll see you next time.